Hi everyone, here we are again, Robin the Sudoku guy with tutorial number 49. Now if you look up on the board you'll see I've got lesson 20 and tutorial 18. Each of these cover to some extent what I'm going to be doing today. But I'm going to do an advanced diagonal cross. And if you look at this, this is from a real puzzle I was doing, and it got to the stage where I had to put all the possible numbers in. But when you've got those in, there's all kinds of fun you can have spotting things like the diagonal cross. Now, let's look at this. When I looked at this after a while, I suddenly noticed that here we have an 8, here we have an 8, and over here we have an 8, and over here we have an 8, which tells me that anything in the middle here, in this area in the middle, has to be an 8, but these 8s are not 8s because this is a diagonal cross. It goes this way and this way, and when you have a diagonal cross, an 8 in here has to be the real 8, which means that we can eliminate, remove, get rid of this 8 and this 8. So one of these is going to be the 8. So that's the first spotting and elimination that we can do. Now when I looked at this, I was studying it, and then suddenly I noticed something that's easy to miss, and in this block here, there's only one place for a 6, and that is right there. So let's put a 6 in there. We get rid of all these little numbers. Neat when you can get rid of these little numbers, and put a 6 in. Now let's look at the ramifications of that 6. Here we have 6 here, middle, bottom, middle, top, and a bottom. So this 8 can be removed because there's going to be a 6 there. That has to be a 6. So what's the ramifications of that? Well, let's have a look. There's a 6 up here. If you hadn't seen it, when you did that 6, you can get rid of that 6 and that 6. So let's get rid of those two 6s, because there's a 6 there and there's a 6 there. So that 6 can go and that 6 can go, which makes this a 9. Okay, if that becomes a 9, then this 9 can go, and you're left with a 2, 5, 2, 5 matching pair. Now if you have a matching pair here, you can get rid of this 2. Remember, that's the rule about a matching pair. If you have a 2, 2, 5, 2, 5, anything in this block or in this column, if it could have been, if there was a column here, you can get rid of the 2 or the 5. So that leaves us with a real big 8. Now that we've got a real big 8, we can look around to see the ramifications of that one. Well, we still know that one of these is going to be an 8, but this one now has to be an 8. So that becomes an 8. Top, middle, bottom. And we can get rid of this 8. So you're left with an amazing number of numbers just because we recognized a diagonal cross. So that's it for today, but if you want to see a little bit more about diagonal crosses, you can go to lesson 20 and tutorial number 18.